Alright then, welcome back. It's still week 4, guys, and this is the last day in week 4. I must say, we are currently about to jump into PUBG Lobby B right now. We've had a lot of fun with these guys over the earlier weeks, and we are looking to get much more from them today. I believe most of them are already in game and are trying to get that winner chicken dinner for today. But yeah, before we go into that particular game, I would like to thank our sponsors. That's going to be the Lagos State Government, Ogun State Government, my X3 and HP for making this happen. Also, you do know this is an event with a $10,000 prize pool right there, with PUBG taking a giant amount of $4,000. You do know the first place is going to be walking home with $2,000, while second place will be taking home also a whooping amount of $1,000. Wow. The third place will take $750, and the fourth will also take a really impressive amount of $250 as well. So definitely, if you see these guys playing to their best, using every tactics in the book, you do know it is for a just cause. Alright, the other games in the categories also will be taking home $2,000 each, which is also one hell of a month right there. Anyways, yeah, we are going to be jumping straight into the game right now. We can see we got that circle that is going currently northeastern right there, and most of the teams are currently looking quite situated well inside that particular zone right there, and it's looking quite good. We'd love to see how this one turns out for them. A couple of these teams might be close to each other, and yeah, we'll just like to see how they actually handle this one. Okay, so we'll see team 5 currently just riding closer to that team straight ahead. That is a full squad moving forward, so they've got to be careful. A couple of bullets could take them out of that particular vehicle that they are using right there. They might be walking into an ambush, but we'll love to see how that one turns out for them in a bit. Yellow Cup, a bit spread out, but I believe most of these players can actually handle themselves. So let's watch out and see how this one turns out for them in a bit. Players early in the game definitely does not spell well for the team. Well, you do know we've seen teams with pretty good synergy in the past being able to handle situations like that when they've lost more than one player. We've actually seen teams with 2 players performing quite well in the competition, just to show the caliber of players that we have playing in this particular one right there. So we'd love to see it. We'd love to see how these teams are able to adapt to situations that they find themselves and how they will be moving forward. But right off the bat, we can see these guys coming in from over that bridge, and we do know a lot of teams love to stay on those buildings right at the edge of the bridge, trying to catch anybody trying to move, transition from Sosnovka into the main island or what have you, or go in the other direction. So they just want to be in that axis to try and farm the kills as easy as they come. But at times it works quite well for them, and you do know when they end up meeting up with teams that knows what they are doing, it's definitely not going to be a walk in the park. But right off the bat, let's just see how this one's how it all turns out for this team. As we got a couple of teams just looting off in the distance over in school. Yep. Definitely in school, you can see just chilling over there trying to get some more loot. Is important in this game. Like, you could literally do a lot more better. The line between you finishing last and getting that winner chicken dinner could be a red dot that you couldn't find along the line. Although we've known some of the players out there to be able to handle different weaponry even without the right kinds of attachment and all, and they actually excel using this attachment. But you want to, at every point in time, get all the advantage you can, so you could be at your best, at your 100% right there. Right up the we can see right close to the bridge, we see a couple of teams just trying to shoot up each other right now, sending out the nades, sending out the smokes, trying to see if they could get an easy knock. Definitely this is going to be something. I won't pity it will be a big pity for any team that drives by this axis right now, because both teams are definitely going to open fire. And right off the bat, just seems like Yellow Cup just lost. Yellow Cup just found someone off in the distance and will be taking that shot right at him, dropping him immediately. Not going to be wasting any time on that one, I reckon. He's getting a bit cocky. Who does want to push up ahead? Doesn't want to make that push up ahead. Okay, he's going to put his vehicle back in proper cover. That is a smart move right there. You do want to make sure you have mobility at every point in time, or you even want to dip out of that position. And a smart one as well, I must say. I would not fault that. So yes, you look up handling himself quite well in that particular situation, being able to take down one man off the distance. But right now we got Rogue Gods just tapping the way towards their enemies right in front, trying to see if they could connect the shot onto their position right there. Will they be able to get the knocks? Will another team be popping up into this situation? And ooh, does seem like they want to push up over. Okay, the push is about to happen. Oh, I hear shots ringing out off in the distance. Let's see how this one of those out. They are going to be crashing that axis. I see this man losing his health. He finds one man, takes him down. And yeah, the rest comes in. He also goes down. This man comes down from the corner with the 3x and takes him straight down right there. What is going on over here? Oh, yeah, that is a beautiful assault point right there. He could actually take the last man. He don't need to retreat yet. He goes around the corner, finds him right behind, and down goes the Buzu. That is going to be Rogue Gods winning that engagement right there with 4 kills up. Beautiful push. I love the decision making they had there right there. They didn't wait too much behind the hill. They didn't waste too much time there, because wasting too much time there means and that thing could pull up and the situations could go sideways. But at that point in time, they were in a bit of a risk, but they were willing to take it. They sent 2 men forward. The 2 men assaulted quite well, were able to get a couple of knocks in, 1 or 2 knocks. Then the remaining 2 came from 2 different angles, and man, he had the perfect angles. Just kept taking them down from right from their blind side, from their their peripherals that they are not able to see right there, and he just cracked that tire away with that 3x right there, and yeah, got his team that particular victory, taking them a little bit up on the leader spot right there. At least now they know they've got that number of kills to add to their point. But okay, what do we have here? We still here have other teams right now trying to survive, trying to rank up in this particular level. Let's see how it all turns out for them in a bit. Ooh. Man, he goes for the crowd shot. Nice crowd shot right there, but he's got his teammates coming in. Full blast with that vehicle, trying to see if they could give him some support. They come down. Nice! Never see them coming in gun blazing, drive by. That is just amazing. These guys are hot. Alright, now over to LXG. Let's see what LXG is onto, as LXG is taking a couple of long range fights. Being able to knock someone really close to him. Pablo has to be careful on that one. He's getting tanked up pretty badly. You gotta be careful on that one. You don't want to be too exposed too much. So he goes for the crowd shots right there. You do know when you see players doing certain things, there are reasons for it. When you see a player going prone to take some shots, he's definitely trying to reduce the recoil on his weapon, trying to make sure he can hit most of the shots. Aim gets better, recoil control becomes better. Crouching does the same thing, but not as effectively as proning. So what do we have here? We can see we've got the mortars also trying to push up closer into the mansion area, trying to reposition, trying to get that positioning right, because positioning definitely, I must say, a site number does do a lot of help to teams. If you're in the right position and you got the numbers, throwing a game is going to be extremely difficult. The winner chicken dinner is damn near 90% possible. So let's see how these teams are going to be handling themselves, as Road God is also trying to find a better position to hold on to right now. Alrighty then. Zone 2 currently on, Zone 3 about to push up in. We'd love to see how that one turns out for these teams, because we do know most of these fights are definitely not going to be happening if the zone don't actually compress most of these teams together, bring them together, push them in a situation whereby they are forced to actually fight, take that fight, forced to shoot up each other, forced to use their IQs, forced to bring up strategies that they've been working on all season long. So yeah, we got these teams. Of course, we can see some teams do like to hold hilltops. When you see them going for hilltops play, they stay on the hilltops so they could have taking the center position in the in the games, because they love to push in from the edges. We've seen teams that actually play quite well. They come in from the edges, pushing onto the teams that are actually holding the center positions. As they are pushing in any team that they meet along the way, along the edge, if they want to claim that spot, they decide to take them out and then regain their spots and then push on to, get the next man in. But right off the bat, you can see the next zone is going to be popping up. That's a little bit eastern right there. I believe a couple of cities, a couple of houses in Lipovka. A couple of houses in Lipovka are currently in the zone, and road gods seems to be centered across that zone right now. Baloy is definitely looking for a position to get that advantage right there. He's moving up that prison hilltop. I've seen a lot of plays from that prison hilltop right there, and maybe Baloy will actually be able to pull off something this time around. I'd love to see it. But we have LXG showing that they know a bit of layout of the land, holding that little entrance at shelter, bringing in, that is a total of 5 vehicles I see over there, more than enough vehicles to actually handle the situation. But Outsiders and Active Gaming just seem to be going at it with each other right now. Jesse does a quick drive by. Outsiders is looking a bit plugged up right now. Outsiders deciding to take the high ground right there. They still do have a couple of hill right behind them, so they gotta be careful on that axis, because hilltops right behind you, you don't want to be on the low ground when another thing pushes you, as they are currently doing onto Active Gaming. But as I can see right now, it seems like Active Gaming is currently stuck between two teams, and Outsiders aggressively looking to get yet another knock as Blank finds it up onto Yellow Cup. No, LXG finding Yellow Cup right there, hitting it up onto their position. As Blank is also taking a fight right now with a team that is just off in the distance. That's just really crazy right now. That's a long good fight. And Blank wants to crash that building. You can see Hybrid and Detective pushing over. Slibanot is already in that side. They go. Blank is actually pushing up onto Immortals. I'd love to see how this one ends up. They got the full squad already in right now, lined up by defense. Really crazy push right there. They do not have the zone they need to make. Whoa! Nice nades! That's what I call a Kobe right there onto Detective 24. Sends in yet another one trying to finish him. He actually was able to finish him off. Beautiful job right there for Immortals. They have not even shot a single bullet out of their guns, and they have 2 men down from Blank, forcing them to retreat from that position. But MFP catches wind of that one, runs straight out there, and fires away towards Hybrid. Getting down, Hybrid trying to make pull up on this right. Let's see if he will be able to actually get any knock right now. No knocks achieved, so he will be going for the loot real quick, which is somewhat of a real smart move right there, I must say. Alrighty then, Immortals just chilling right on the edge of this zone. They got Yellow Cup right off in the distance, so be careful on that. On Yellow Cup all out in the open, but going for a vehicle. You can see Crusher seeing that vehicle right off in the distance and trying to see if he could pick it up, try to use that for some more mobility. It's a really risky move for him to be making right now. He's the last man left up alive, and just seems like he's going to be making his way right in the watching eyes of Immortals and LXG right now. So be careful on that one. Who is also driving straight towards guys from Blank. Libanox, if Libanox comes out of this one, he's gonna crash this one. Nice, he's got him stuck inside that particular building. How is Libanox going to be getting out of this one? Blow up the vehicle. Yeah, just blow up the vehicle. There is no way he's going to be getting out of it. He has no idea Libanox is in there, and Libanox. He's on the same thing with Libanox, my bad guy. So, Yellow Cup Crusher off in the distance. Okay, Libanox has been able to get into the vehicle and out of town. Imagine if he's mistakenly through that vehicle. He would effectively be trapping his teammates in there. That would be something I'd love to see. Anyway, yellow cup crusher just off in the distance, trying to get that high ground up to them, right? And it's the last man of our life, right in between three teams, I must say. He's got Blanc to his left, straight ahead, Blanc to his right, not bad. Straight ahead, he's got Immortals, and to his left, he's got LXG right on top of that hill. If LXG decides to look towards this axis, they could decide to look towards this axis if Blanc starts popping off a couple of shots. He's going to be in a bit of a pinch right there. So let's see how that one works out for him as Immortals backs up, trying to make their move into the zone, but doesn't like out round into that zone and decides to go for that 36x spray. I don't know which I would prefer using between the 6x on the M4 or the 4x. I feel like the accuracy on the 4x is way more demanding than that for the 6x. But what do I know? It's player dependent right there, and yeah, that is just. So yeah, that is just beautiful right there. Still 9 teams alive, 20 players in this particular lobby. They are going to be having a time of their life. Man, that was something, I must say. Alrighty then, we've lost 6 players right there, 6 teams alive right now. Rogue Gods still have 3 players up, and Active Gaming not looking. No. Outsiders looking to be in a bit of a pinch right there as Rasta takes a couple of shots in. Oh, Rasta is really hot right there, but Kizam just got his health up real quick. They are getting shot up right now by the guys from 4KT. That's house. Oh, 4KT, yeah, Slime 4KT. I believe they were House of Anubis, but their contract ended, so they are back to Slime 4KT right there. So 4KT right now trying to terrorize guys from outside and trying to see if they could get a couple of more shots from them. But Jesse comes in with the shots. Let's go. He finds Rogod Beloy off in the distance with that DP saying, man, I've got more than enough bullets to spray down your whole team right on this axis, and it goes for it. You see that ammo right there from the DP-20 just swimming around in circles right there, trying to get in as much shots as possible as Immortals pushes up to the edge of that rock, really close to Rogods, trying to get a couple of hits in onto their position. LXG looking real comfy inside that warehouse. Is because right there, he could really do a lot of damage to the Immortals if you look in the right direction. As Ama finds 4KT, taking a couple of shots right there, I think will be able to finish him up. He's using the smoke to his advantage. He's looking for yet another man from Immortals and he sees to get the shot in onto Munchies. He's got the pan out. You do know when they have the pan out, they mean business. But it's out of smoke to send another one out right there. You look up just off in the distance, really close to guys from Immortals, trying to see if they could get a couple of shots into them right there. As Paloy gets found right there by Jesse. What is going on? Jesse just seems to be on top of the action right now, trying to get as much shot as he can. Just scanning the hilltop, scanning the ridge line right now, trying to see if he could spot anyone as if the rest of his teams are going to push in. But I do love what they are doing. They are not forcing anything into the soul zone until they absolutely have to do, as we still have 5 teams up alive, the top 5 teams right now, and 12 players struggling this lobby outside us with still 3-man squad up. They came in with 3 man and they've actually been handing it quite well. You can see Jesse sending it a little bit forward right now. LXG could catch glimpse of him moving that there in that axis, but he has that little dip to use to his advantage. You will see these guys, they know the layout of the land, they know where it's best to actually play from, they know how to handle each angle and use the situation to their advantage. So let's see if we'll be seeing a couple of well-placed nades coming in from these guys as well, as Immortals is holding that hilltop. Immortals is Let's hope he's bringing out the nades. He got to bring in the nades now. I don't know which I actually fear the most right there. Oh, Emma falling to his death right there. It's not. And outsiders currently pushing in onto LXG. Outsiders pushing in onto LXG as Panzer goes down yet another nade. Finds Pablo from Jesse. As Kizan is going to be pushing in from his angle as well. Rasta a little bit down. Rasta forward LXG might be getting the last of it. Because 3 man pointing their guns. I think he's still up alive. How is this man doing it? But that is going to be it as LXG goes out in 4th place right there. Outsiders nearly losing Jesse, but he's going to be getting revived as smokes are already out. And Rogue Gods does seem to be pushing up into this position. We got the guys on the red corner. That is going to be Immortals. On the green corner, we got the guys from Rogue Gods trying to rotate around right there. And on the grey corner, we got the guys from Outsiders. That's going to be a 3-man squad with 7 kills to their name. They came in with 3 man. They've been handling themselves quite well, sticking together, showing us they have that synergy. But Emma finds Rasta on that one and drops him real quick. Not going to waste any time with that one as he finishes him off as well. But Immortals forced to actually push up ahead into Rogue God, but he sends for that nade. Oh no, Immortals in the middle of the pitch right now. He's got that man covering him up right now. I do love the beautiful use of smokes that I see right there. And this man from Rogue God is a bit cut off right there. Yeah, down he goes right there as Umar finds him and takes him down. Not after Munchies was actually able to do Munchies and finds him, takes him down straight off the path. He's gonna be 2 teams left up alive right now. Immortals, Outsiders. Will the 3-man squad from Jesse finds that rooftop. That could be a 1000 IQ play right there from Jesse. Really smart one I see from Jesse right there, taking that rooftop. Nobody would definitely expect to find him there, but MFP could source him out of top of that roof. That could be a dangerous one. But we'd love to see how this one is going to play out right now as they are currently in a 2v2. Ooh, MFP is currently pushing up in right now. Kizan and Jesse right. Is he going to find Jesse up there? He has no idea Jesse is there. Jesse could actually see him from up top of that roof. Jesse also needs to look back. Look back, Jesse. He's down below you. What is happening, bro? Jesse is currently fixing. He's coming in with that clutch, taking down the Immortals. And Jesse is supporting as the Outsiders clutches the victory on that one with a total of 9 kills. Immortals in 2nd place right there with a total of 6. Rogue Gods in 3rd with 9. LXG in 4th with 2. YC in 5th with 0. Ilios, that's 4KT, in 6th with 0. Oddworld in 7th with 1. Active Gaming in 8th with 0. Blank in 9th with 2. And the Predators in 10th with 0. On God in 11th with 1 kills. That was beautiful gameplay right there from the guys from Outsiders. Also, I would love to commend the guys from Immortals as well for that amazing gameplay they had right there. Even though they were not in this zone, they were able to push up stylishly and tactically onto the guys from Immortals, being able to clutch that victory onto their position, take them out for that 2nd place victory. But I must say, the last 2 guys from Immortals, if they had been a little bit more patient, they might have been able to take out the guys from Outsiders. But all in all, Outsiders was actually able to take that winner chicken dinner and go home with that victory for the first game for today. We'll be right back, guys, as the 2nd game will be up in a few. hopping back into the second game right now for the day, and boy, we are definitely looking to get some action packed and action filled particular game today. So let's hop into straight. As we can see, most of them are already in the plane trying to jump up towards their preferred location. The flight part does seem to be coming in from a bit eastern there, western actually, ending northeastern, right on top of the Stauber Hill, I must say. So we love to see it. We love to see it. Some of these teams are already going towards several positions. No team actually holding that northern side except for Rock Gods, Yellow Cup heading towards Hospital George, South Georgiopol areas. Most of the teams are staying center, and Yasnaya will be host to the Predators as well. This is something. I would love to see how that one actually turns out. Okay. So most of these teams landed really close to each other. Let's see if they will actually be engaging each other. LXG Chapo already has that grenade in hand and is looking to take advantage of that one, trying to shoot all over that axis. News just getting to me say there's a technical difficulty that happened. The room started by mistake, while the other teams were trying to make it in because we don't have the full set of teams right here. So just give us a few minutes. We'll set everything right and get the remaining teams in. We'll be right back, guys. Alrighty then, guys. We are on to the second game right now. Apologies for the technical difficulties we had earlier on. The game started earlier than expected. But right now everything is sorted and we are back onto the second game right there over in Erangel. Let's jump into the game real quick. Let's jump into the game real quick and see what we are working with right now. Alright, so we can see most of these guys. The flight path is quite even coming in from the western part, heading straight over Milta Power, I believe. And we're seeing a little bit more spread out in this axis as we have teams. We have teams going from going towards all the sides in this map right now. Watertown has a team currently staying there. We got outsiders heading towards Rozo, Ochinki with the guys from Slime 4KT, also House of Anubis, previously House of Anubis. Towards the western part of this map, I know there was a team that landed there, far west, and yeah, the first circle has popped, and that circle is looking quite western. Okay, so the teams in the western sides are also shell shock, and down below them we have On God. So yeah, most of these teams are already in just LXG and Rogos that are currently not in the zone. So well over, most of these teams won't need to actually make much of a move to get into that zone. I must say they have the liberty to still stick around and then react as each of these zones will be pushing over. So yes, right off the bat, looking back at the first game that we had, that Outsiders won. That was a beautiful game from Outsiders, I must say, because that was definitely a beautiful game from Outsiders, I must say, because they were completely at a disadvantage, especially with the 3-man team. And when the game was coming to an end, they had one man down, and they were just 2 alive, and they were able to actually besiege the guys from LXG, take them down, and then still survive enough to take down the last 2, because they ended up as a 2v2 against the guys from Immortals. For Immortals 2 was beautiful in that game, against all odds, even though they had to push in from the zone. Rogos didn't actually hold down that particular angle that Immortals was going to be coming in from properly, although Bailey was able to drop one of the Immortals guys, but unfortunately the teammates couldn't clear the last man alive up. So yeah, we are going at it again. We are looking to see how this one is going to end and how the guys are going to be handling the situations that they are going to be facing right now. On God, well, when I look at the names, the names that are actually coming out from these players, it's quite interesting, because you see the names are so confident. You have players, in fact, just looking at the names of the teams and players that we have right here, you would feel as though the names have won the game for them, because you can imagine seeing someone with On God Papa knocking you out. You be like, God, what's going on here? This man has gotten me right. Yellow Corp currently also trying to get more loot in. I reckon they are currently in that hospital area. Definitely in the hospital area, as 4KT is still holding that position over in Ochinki. All alone, no one to actually contend that position with them. So I believe they have more than enough time to get the loot as they want, and the zone is not too far out from their position. So if they need to push out from that place, it might not be really too tough for them. Would love to see how that one all works out for them in a bit. So YOLO Corp, I don't know, this guy seems to be traveling a lot from hospital, probably trying to find They are probably trying to find the the best position to play from. But checking out this map right now, we have lots and lots of these teams trying to push up into the zone right there. You can see active gaming also already trying to come in. LXG might be running into them in a bit as we see Yellow Cup still sitting pretty over at hospital, probably trying to get some more loot, trying to get vehicles for mobility right there. As LXG also is going to be holding a particular compound, waiting to see if they could set up an ambush for another team that will be coming into their position pretty soon. We'd love to see how that one turns out as well. So early games right now, recently has not been majorly my favorite because most of these teams end up being in the circle in the early game. So not much of actions to see here and there. But as the zone pushes in, then it gets more interesting because you now see teams trying to make IQ plays, trying to rotate deeper into these zones, try to see if they can outwit their opponents. And at times you just have to go for the raw play, like you just go all crazy, smash the next man's building and see if you can take them out, because that is definitely going to be what is going to work in that kind of situation, because trying to outdrive or drive around your enemy is going to get you killed, because they're going to blow you up. They are definitely going to blow you up riding around their position. But right now, I do love what I'm seeing from outsiders right now. They seem to be going in for that center position, try to be on the safe path. You know, when teams stay in the center position like that, even when the next zone pops, they are going to be somewhere really close to wherever the next zone pops, and most likely they might even be at the center of the zone. Blank, we saw a lot from them actually earlier, and they were able to survive towards the ending of the match, but they didn't have the numbers on their side. The positioning was a little bit off as well, but with a little bit more work here and there, they will definitely be able to work to do better and get some of these chicken dinners to their advantage. But right now over in school, does seem like we see the guys from Odd World really close to the guys from the Predators over in the apartments just overlooking school right now. Are we going to be seeing these guys eating each other but the other up? I do love to see me a beautiful fight right now, as it's going to be a 4v4 straight up from the guys from TP and Odd World. But looking at it, does seems like one of the TP guys is one of the Odd World guys is currently DC'd. Yeah, most likely this is, so they might be at a bit of a disadvantage. Oh, they are all moving. Okay, my bad. I saw someone staying really stationary right there, but they are currently all moving, and we'd love to see how this one turns out. I'm not sure if they know of each other's existence, as they are not making plays to actually attack or defend. But oh, Psycho is actually looking towards that axis with that VSS. Only Psycho will take that weapon, because that weapon could drive someone crazy. Super silent, you just feels like you're hauling potatoes to someone with a potato shooter. Really quiet and could do a lot of damage, if I must say. But you got to be able to calculate the drops and all sorts. So we see a split currently ongoing with the guys from Odd World. They got 2 men out of school right now, probably to go look for a vehicle. We'd love to see how that one works out for them, as the remaining 2 is currently holding it down at school. Alrighty then. Shell Shock. The names amaze me, always amazes me. So Shell Shock has also been a team that we know been able to actually stand their ground. They play to the best of their abilities, because you hardly see them take much fights. They only take fights that are absolutely necessary, or they go for the third party play, try to just sneak in there and finish off. You can actually call them the cleanup crew, if you know what I'm talking about. But the riders were saying that Rogue Gods is getting eat up right now by active gamers, as Priest comes in, knocks yet another man. Oh, finishes Kratos right up. And boy, oh boy, that is definitely not going to sit right to the guys from Rogue Gods. Whew, that is going to hurt. Active gamers like, well, we got this one in the bag. 1 kill to our team, none to yours. I'm back to the lobby, bro. Okay. So active gaming also, I've been seeing that they don't land deep center. They like to take it real slow and then walk their way up the ladder, which is also a very nice strat right there. could work a couple of wonders. And right outside of they've left Pochinki using a bit of vehicles that they were able to find around. You can see 4KT slime 4KT trying to come up towards this little compound. This compound does seem like somewhere when I see teams like this, you see them holding a compound. They have a couple of players spread. They have players spread out actually. See what Toga is doing. Toga is way out in the distance. But he's gotta be careful. His back is really exposed. But I reckon Storm is currently covering that back, and you got Proto up on top of the roof. He's gonna be acting sort of like their scouts, trying to make sure he sees everything that is happening 360. And the last man in the team is definitely going to just be holding that compound down below, trying to just shuffle between the buildings, trying to give support to Pronto. Trust me, Pronto might have spotted that team coming right from behind them. That's Rogue God. Rogue God, they've lost one man earlier, and so they got to be careful out there. We'll be moving in this particular zone as Emma and Bailey does seem to be holding that compound just off in the distance, looking towards the guys from 4KT. Will they be able to hit a couple of long range shots towards them? Would love to see it. Would love to see it. And yeah. So we do know, I don't know, the game freezes once in a while, but it's definitely gonna get fixed real quick. As yeah. Robots came in with 3 men, and check this out. Emma is on the move right there, finding Pronto and dropping him really quickly. Not going to be wasting any time on that one. Down goes Pronto. And wow, he pushed up all on his own, trying to see if he could catch them off guard. He's definitely paid for that one. Pissed, definitely you can see Leo's Storm and Toga are currently pissed off and are looking towards that position open to see if they could catch any one of the Rogue Gods players up and slacking. Storm does seem to have pushed forward a bit. It's going to be a tough one pushing over to that axis. Not too many covers to make that push, and Emma does seem to be on top of the action right now. Definitely going to be looking to see if he can get some shots into that one. Storm does seem to be thinking better right now and dropping back from that one, not trying to put himself at any risk at the moment. Oof. That DP shreds, bro. That DP shreds a lot. So this duo's trying hard to actually keep this compound. Hold on to this compound. I don't know what Emma just did. Dropping back to that building while his vision is totally impaired by that little tower right in front of him might not be the best of ideas right now. Because I know for certain that the guys from 4KT will find a way to push up onto this building, giving Rogue Gods killed one of their teammates. As you can see, just as I said it, 4KT is currently rotating around, but they might be running into shell shock on this axis. Definitely will be running into shell shock in the next compound, and yeah, they will be holding this compound for now. Okay, the last man from 4KT is already moving in here. They will definitely try to scout out that other compound to see if there are vehicles or enemy teams here, just anything to give them the idea of what they are working with in that area. They need to scout this area. In previous parts, I've definitely seen teams playing from this little circle going on. So there are 3 buildings in that particular area. There are 3 compounds in that particular area. One where the shell shock is. You got another one where 4KT is playing from, and yet another one just in that triangle right there. I call it the Bermuda Triangle of Erangel right there. As a team, if you do not rotate early and you drive in between this Bermuda Triangle, trust me, your GPS would not be found again. That triangle is a triangle of death, especially if you have teams that knows about this particular trap point. It's a point that is really crazy. As you can see, that's the 2 compounds currently being occupied by 4KT and Shell Shock right in front, and the 3rd compound maybe not as secure as the remaining 2, but trust me, for a team that knows how to handle that position, you'll be surprised at what magic they could pull from this axis and how much kills the teams holding this particular compounds could rake in from that axis right there. But we'd love to see it. We'd love to see if anybody's going to be falling into this one, as 4KT just seems to want to push over towards the guys from Shell Shock. You got Toga looking towards the window, trying to see if he could get a couple of shots in. They've been able to flank them from the right, sending Ilios, oh, they did not send Ilios forward, so they left Ilios back. I expect Shell Shock to be sending in a couple of nades right now. There you go. That is what I'm talking about. Sending the nade. You gotta weaken them before they come here. Nice nade coming in from preset. That's a beautiful nade right there. Keep sending it. You gotta keep sending in the nades. 4KT realizing, hey, this was a big mistake. Sending down the defensive smokes and trying to see if they could get out of this position. Yep, that would be a, oh no, their vehicle is smoking. Oh, this was not a really smart move, I must say. They do want to push up over. That is some ballsy move right there coming in from 4KT, trying to find an angle. You can see him driving dangerously, but Professor not finding the angle on time. But Active Gaming also hitting up onto Blank as crazy is down already. Meatballs, the 8 and Priest pushing up ahead, trying to see if they could get the shot in onto the rest of Blank. As let's see, Crazy is going to be getting revived real quick. But the crazy one right there, Detective just right on top. If he comes down, that's going to be 2 down for Active Gaming, but he's sticking up. Smart move actually right there, because if he does, Priest is on the right, just waiting for him to come out. Really, really smart move right there from Priest. I love how they are holding off angles onto each other right there. You make a mistake, you go down, bro. You might be able to actually take down one of the teams, but at what cost? At what cost? So Pain also, I think it's just 2 man left up alive for Blank right now, Blank Legion. So Pain is holding a different angle. This compound is a bit tricky to actually defend, I must say, because check it out. Active Gaming already sourcing them out and sending a couple of nades as Storm gets sourced out right now by Professor, and he gets taken down real quick, but he will be getting revived. I believe Shell Shock, they are not an overly aggressive team. They have that balance in between being aggressive and just standing their ground, I must say. So if this were to be a team like 4KT getting 1 knock, they would have pushed in. You can imagine they actually pushed up in earlier even without getting a knock, and well, it just didn't work out. But check it out, Crazy finds Detective, and that's going to be Blank out of this particular lobby in 12th place. Oh, they lost 8 in that fight, but they will be getting Meatballs back up alive. So we do know Shell Shock and 4KT are still looking up at each other, sizing each other up. I love to call it eyeing up each other. They are eyeballing each other right now. Like, hey, you want push over? Yeah, I got something right here for you. All right, so I must say that I love what Shell Shock is doing right now. They have Professor just watching that building like a hawk. He's got to be careful not to get knocked, while the remaining of Shell Shock is just holding a different angle, looking towards every other position to make sure that they don't get sidestep, they don't get third party from an angle they are not expecting, as one that is going to repack their vehicles. I don't know why you want to do that, probably for a quick getaway. That's another thing you need to watch when you are parking your vehicles. If you want to park your vehicles, make sure you park them in such a way that to get out of that situation will not be hard. So you could just park them facing the direction you probably want to leave from, so it will be easy to disengage from a fight if need be. That is a spread out right there from Shell Shock. Esports Series 2020. Alright, so we still see Shell Shock and 4KT still going at it. Zone 3 already in. Wow, already? We're already 20 minutes into the game and Zone 3 is popping already. Check it out, most of the teams are still currently... Oh, most of the teams already in the zone. The TP, that's going to be the Predators trying to come in snugly right behind the guys from Active Gaming. We also have a team that is a bit north of that zone, north west of that zone, also trying to come into this position. You can see Storm actually been a bit mobile right there, dropping back from his team, but the angle Shellshock has on them is keeping them really, really at bay. And man, Storm being forced to actually keep an eye 360 to avoid nothing pushing out to his position because he's just a solo man out there. And oof, Immortals getting it up right now by that nade from Oddworld. That is it. Groot does seem to want to push up onto their position as this could be a dangerous position for him to actually push up to. He's going to find Umar, tries to take a couple of shots right at him, but Sahil takes him down real quick. You can see Ace pushing up ahead, finds Umar, drops him, but now someone on a different angle is going to find him as they are taking the shots up onto him. He goes for the dump shot to drop Sahil. Sahil is down. It's just going to be one man left up alive. It's going to be Munchies, TOC. Munchies needs to jump into this position, save his teammates real quick. Oh man, where are you, Munchie? Munchie coming. Oh, but unfortunately, Munchie gets sourced out by Hunter, I believe, and that is going to be it for Immortals out of this game by zone 4 in 11th position. Good job to Oddworld, right? They've been able to take down that thing. That was a pretty tough thing to take down, but well, positioning helps a lot no matter how good the team is. Also, after the distance, you can see Yellow Cup just trying to see if they could get a couple of third-party shots into Oddworld, just trying to scan that area, but unfortunately not really being able to see anyone right there. This man's got to be careful. He's hard picking that one. Or if he gets sourced out right there, that would be an easy kill. But Yellow Cup losing one to the team, to the play zone, I reckon that man is AFK. I think I knew it. So one of their team, Crusher, is currently AFK, so he's dying to the zone slowly but surely. Alright, still got 10 teams alive, 36 players in this lobby, as LXG is going to be holding that particular compound off in the distance. Also trying to rotate up into the zone. Man, what is going on here? They do have a team downhill. As 4KT is also 4KT does seem to want to push up to this position. I love what 4KT is doing. They are not fully full sending him. Probably they want to go to the compound ahead. They stop a little bit far short of that particular distance and scout it out, listen for shots, get more information on their axis before they actually push up in. But you have Road Gods. The draws from Road Gods still alive. That's some beautiful job right there from Road God. Oh no, Niger Prince finding Axe Priest right there saying, oh man, you might be a priest, but I got my 4x spray on lock right there. He's gonna be at picking that axis and taking a couple of shots towards them. On God really close to their position, but Niger Prince gets it tagged up right from behind. He goes for the crouch weave. He goes ziggy zaga in out, and he was actually able to evade that particular shot coming in from Rogue Gods as well as the team's trying to assault him from down hill. But as that is happening, Rasta is definitely going to be spotting Oddworld just rotating right in front of him right there. Oh, they are just right on the hill, coming straight towards their position right now. Check it out, one of the outsiders is definitely going to spot them. I know the teammate is probably giving him information. Jesse is definitely giving him information as Oddworld is just rotating around him in that axis. Yeah, you can see him already tracing out with the positions where they could be. That's the beauty of having communications between the teams right there. Now they know a team is going to be pulling off from that position, and they will definitely be waiting for them as Oddworld is trying to wrap around in that situation. But check it out, Jesse finds one of them, takes him down right. Alright guys, welcome back to game 3 right now. And the final game for today, man. It's been an hectic game. We've seen some nice plays from the guy from Slime 4KT, Outsiders, Rogue Gods. Amazing plays from this game, from these teams actually, and they've kept us at the edge of our seats, kept us watching. We still see Yellow Cup out there. We're looking to see a couple more from them. Same with God and a couple of these teams out here. We would love to see what they bring to the table, as well as I'm expecting a major plot twist from this particular lobby, from this particular match right now. So I believe the game is currently in and about to start right now. We'd like to see the flight path to see where all these players are going right there. So let's head into the game real quick and see how that is going to be working out for us. Okay, so the flight path is going to be coming in from Sosnovka Island, ending straight at the northern side of the map, right over at shooting range right there. Okay, so most of these teams are just going to be trying to jump up over to different positions to see if they can land in their favorite drop spot right there. Alright, right off the bat, we got Water City is going to be host to a couple of teams. As we know, Outsiders will definitely be heading up towards Rozok. And I see Blank also moving towards that direction. Probably they will be holding School, as Immortals is holding Water City right now. So most of the teams are quite centralized, but we knew a couple of teams went towards this Georgiopol axis. And also, some of the teams went westward right there. We'd love to see how they all rotate towards each other, as the next zones are going to be popping off pretty soon. Alright, so I do know a couple of these teams might have landed with each other. So we'd love to see how those teams are going to be eating up with each other, getting the kills in early and active. You know, when you get the early kills in, it's just really nice and interesting, I must say. And yeah, so this zone is quite centered right now. Active Gaming going towards Zaki, as Shell Shock is a bit westward right now, with Yellow Cup just directly above them. Rogue taking a bit of a gamble right there, going towards Sosnovka Island. And you know, Slime 4KT is also still holding up that center position of the zone right there. And most of these teams are not really close to each other. Active Gaming is all the way over, really close to Zaki right there, quite spread out, trying to get as much loot as they can get. And the Rozok School apartment axis also has a couple of teams. That's going to be Outsiders, it's going to be Immortals, it's going to be Slime 4KT, it's going to be Blank all in that circle. But check it out, LXG and Shell Shock already getting some early eating to each other. And boy oh boy, where is that happening? I reckon that was in the eastern part of the map. But Pablo comes in right there, takes down. Ooh, that is definitely going to hurt right there. 2 kills up right there for LXG, and they are looking pretty good on that one. Okay, so how come I didn't spot these guys on that axis really close to each other? Wow. Okay. Would love to see it. Shell Shock taking a bit of a beat down early in the game. Losing 2 men who definitely not what you want to be happening that early in the game, as well, I must say. So we'll keep a watch out, see which other teams are about to just run into each other, about to eat it up with each other, if we are going to be losing any more players to the early games right there, early rotations, early fights, I must say. It hurts a lot if you lose a team that early, a team member that early, because that could be the teammate that does the flank role, that actually defends the team, that gives the team that cover fire on the angles, and then you are reduced to play at half potential right there, which is definitely always tough right now. But we'll see how each of these teams are going to be adapted. That is just what games like this are for. you have different situations happening, different unexpected situations, and some you might have practiced for some. So the fact that your IGL can lead that team to adapt them to the situation in which they just found themselves is going to be what would be your saving grace. But now check it out, LXG also getting it up right now, as it's just going to be two left up alive right there for them. As Panza is going to be bleeding out, but Pablo to the rescue, driving straight over, saying, man, I got you, bro, I got you. You are not going down today. Today is not your day. I reckon he fell from his buggy. That happens a lot as well. What an unfortunate situation right there from Panza. Alright, so Panza is back up and he's going back to his lovely buggy, I must say. Right now, when you're riding in us and you get thrown from it, you pick yourself back up and then you get back on the horse, Anyway, Slime 4KT right now. You can see Ilios is really relaxed, just chilling off over in Pochinki right there, getting in as much loot as he can into his inventory. His bag is pretty much full. You can see he's even trying to use up one of his his energy drink, so he could have more space to fix in more loot, I must say. But yeah, Pochinki. The big dogs comes to Pochinki. There are certain locations in these maps that are reserved. I call them the reserved locations. Places like South Georgiopol, Rozok, Pochinki, Novo, not really. Milta Power, those are reserved spots. Even Watertown is becoming reserved right now because I really don't see outsiders rotating out there again, because they know after looting the whole of Rozok, Watertown is usually the next spot to rotate to, but there is a team always landing there right now. Either Immortals land there, or in other games I know Ninjas do land there, but I don't think Ninjas are in this particular game. So Immortals definitely will be taking that out right now. Ooh, right off the bat you can see LXG doing a lot more damage right there onto Yolo Cup, finding one member of Yolo Cup and taking him down. Oh, Chapo nearly losing all himself right there to that bike. Why is LXG taking a lot of damage from vehicles today? What a pinch. Alright, Panzer was thrown from his own buggy earlier, and now Chapo nearly getting down by his own bike. But good job right there to them, able to take down Yolo Cup. Still 10 teams alive. I believe the rest of Yolo Cup are not close by, so well, we still have 10 teams alive at 5 players in this lobby, having some fun right there. Says that Shoshok has still lost a player earlier on. Get them vehicles in. That's just beautiful right there. There used to be a time in the community when most players did not know that they had to. Most players did not know that they had to like pick up vehicles to move. You see them walking long distances in the game trying to rotate, but the community has actually come quite a long way. They have participated in lots and lots of events, had regular practice, regular scrims, regular tournaments, and you can see them bringing their A games despite against all the odds right there. But yeah, let's see how this one works out. Active Gaming taking their sweet time over to loot. I think they went towards that Zaki axis, I must say. So they are still over at that axis, still looting, ignoring the first door right now. It doesn't do much damage, so they could chill out there for a while to get enough loot in. We'll love to see how that one works out for them. As the zone is going to be pushing up into the but surely we still have teams a bit staggered all around the map. No engagements just waiting to happen yet. Probably by zone 3 we'll be seeing a lot more fight happening right now. I still do hope some of these teams will be going to that Bermuda Triangle of Death in Erangel right there. I want to see how that is going to be working. How that is going to work out. I know Shell Shock might be going there. I'm also looking to see the guys from 4KT heading towards that direction. And probably maybe Rogue Gods also taking the third compound, and then see how all the other teams are going to be riding straight past towards that direction. And well, we'd love to see it. let me not join the Shala AFC right now. Let's just see how that one works out in a bit. Alright, right up the back, LSG already pushing up forward towards Gatka. Um, these buildings over in Gatka, I've seen a lot of fights happen in these buildings. So you have a team spread out inside this particular compound, this particular little area right here, holding different buildings, and then a team would crash in from their blind spots, then take them out one after the other. Then the last guy that is going to be inside one building trying to shoot, trying to survive, will get bombarded by nades, and then everything goes blank from there on. But hey, it has not always been like that. But holding this particular compound, it's very delicate because you have to be active, have to watch every team that could be around it. But I don't think they're going to have that problem because this is just on the edge of the zone and they are already packing up, trying to leave and move deeper into the zone right now. So they should be really good. They should be okay on this axis. The problem could be from rotating inside the zone as they don't know what lies ahead. They have to try to be evasive and at the same time get away from all the fight that could be happening right up ahead. Right now, guys from Slime 4KT not too far off right there, just parking. I'm looking at the kind of spread out they have right now. That is Rose Q that they are currently looking at. You can see that's an 100 IQ move right there. He's not going directly on top of the hill, so spotting him might be a bit tough. He's standing on top of the vehicle and using the little elevation on that axis to scan over Rose Up, while the rest of this team went for a left flank. So somewhat is, he has a bit of a cover from the back right now, but right behind him there is a team over in school. I believe that's the guys from I can't really see that right now, but the guys right behind him right there will be looking to get a couple of shots right from there. Oh, Odd World, yeah. Old World are just scanning that area. I don't think they've been able to actually source out Slime 4KT right up top. And check it out. Pronto just rotating right in front of them. Would they be taking a couple of shots towards him? Oh, no shot ringing out yet. Oh, if they've decided to take that shot, Pronto might be down already. But Oddworld just taking a chill pill right there, just, letting it slide. Still 10 teams alive, 35 players in this beautiful lobby, and we know we are hoping to see some amazing gameplays right now. 4KT already trying to move away from that axis. Every time I see this man's vehicle, it's just really amazing. And check it out, 4KT just seem to want to take this fight. Oddworld still letting them go that easy. These guys are literally out in the open. Take the shot, bro. They decide not to take the shot, and well, probably might regret that later on because this was an opportunity for them to shoot them up. Go, yeah, let's go, take the shot, bro. Well, he's not taking the shot. It could be a decision from his IG or like, let them go. We don't want the team actually sliding up to their position. But he finally decides to take the shot after the team was right out of range. In short, now the team decided to crash apartments just on the opposite side of school right now. We'll probably be assaulting their area in a bit. Let's see how that one works out for them. It's gonna be crazy if they push up over to you right there, because you guys are a bit staggered all around that building, and you got a full team pushing over to you. Defending that building could be a bit of a pinch, because before you actually rally around, the disaster could have been done. Alright, now that seems like they are handling themselves quite well. Pronto just looking from the other axis, trying to see if he can spot any of these guys, trying to connect any shots without 3x on the DP. I don't know if I really trust the 3x on the DP, but I would prefer the 4x, but Pronto seems to be handling it quite well. So that DP is going to be going. Check it, let's go. Okay. So in every single match that has been played today, school and apartment has always had a team. They always have a team staying in both compounds, just looking to shoot each other up right there. And yeah, the next zone has popped and it's moving away from Pochinki, just going a bit northeast right there. A couple of these teams already just sitting pretty in different compounds. Probably the next zone that is about to pop right now. The next zone that's about to pop right now is going to put a real cost to this fight. Oh, that 2x, bro. Can you pull that off? Ooh, you gotta be careful. Full body picking that one like that. The enemies are looking to get the shot onto you. You gotta be careful. Full picking that one. Pronto already making his decision, and what is he doing? Getting his vehicle back into proper cover. All right. Let's see how this one goes. The next zone has popped right now, and oof, sends it straight back towards Rozok, forcing every other team aside the guys over in school and apartment Oddworld, and a couple of these teams over right there, just above school, forcing the remaining all the way back into this position. So I believe 4KT don't have a need to actually move out of here. As you can see them, they were playing in such a way that okay, the next zone could pop away from us, but now looking at the position of the zone, they noticed, oh, so we are good, and they have a player on each corner of the apartment area. Bold move, really bold move right there. But this can only work for them if each of these players are capable of handling themselves without major support, at least hold off for support to come in. So they could get crashed from any angle right now. They have one person at least watching each angle, I reckon. But there's a building left on watch right there, which I think the one on the bottom left building in that particular compound will be able to hold. So these guys are just committing the act of lookery right now, if you know what I'm talking about. They are eyeing each other up from the distance and trying to see if they could get a couple of shots in. Alright, just off in the distance, you have active gaming also just trotting around each of these particular buildings, hoping to see if they could get, I don't know what more they're looking for, just passing time. And most of these teams are just trying to rotate around at this point as well. But no, Immortals get sourced out right now by Rogue Gods, I believe. And outsiders also coming into this one right there, tapping away towards Munchies. Munchies just trying really hard to get back into cover. And that's going to be for Immortals out in 10th place. Immortals was in a bit of a pinch right there. So you have outsiders, lovely play right there from outsiders, and Road Gods as well, because you can see what they did. The Road Gods was on the other side of the hill. Outsiders was waiting for the guys that were going to pass that bridge. That was a funnel position. They know there are only two paths into this particular axis right there, and there will definitely be a team that wants to push up into that position. So they set up an ambush on top of the hill and took them down right as they pushed their way in, trying to make another position into the zone, which fetches more than enough kills for outsiders, if I must say. You can see them already up by 3 kills. Active gaming also on the edge of that one, looking to see if they could push up in or hold that particular compound. I don't think they have any cause to do that yet, as the zone is still currently on their position. And fourth zone is definitely going to be pushing in. Zone 4 is about to push up in onto us right now, and more of these teams are definitely going to be rushing in over and compacting into that position right as well. Well, I think I'll be careful on that one. Rogue God Reflex is still looking towards their axis, trying to see if we can get a couple of shots. He spots the vehicle rotating right out in the distance and taps away towards them. But unfortunately, could not get to connect most of that one. And they will be backing up to make their leave and get back into the zone right now. Oh, Reflex. I thought you said you had the Reflex, bro. Why are you going to be eating trees like that when you got Reflex? So Panzer, he's got the buggy, spots Shell Shock. You do know earlier on, Shell Shock has 2 man alive. They lost 2 man earlier on. And Panzer is probably telling El Chapo, yeah, you got 2 guys coming from your left, you got a team coming from your left. But why we are just talking right here, Rogue Gods and Blancas currently eating up with each other. As straight up takes down, I think, Hybrid with his vehicle. Finishes him up straight with his vehicle. How cruel, bro. Why you gotta be cruel, bro? Alright, GG, well done right there to Rogue Gods. Already 2 kills up and moving up to the zone. 9 teams left up alive, 30 players in this particular lobby, trying to see if they could get and clutch that winner chicken dinner. Top 9 teams up alive right now. Shell Shock, you can see, just trying to see if they could get the best position to actually stay. I don't know how I feel about this. Trying to scout for that position, but that position is a deadly one to scout from. So I reckon they want to use this compound as some sort of solid cover. They might have to move. The compound is quite large. You have different positions to put in your vehicles, but I'm not sure if that compound is particularly in the zone. As 4KT Feds finds that particular active gaming and 4KT going at it right now, but Meatballs comes in and drops one, drops two. Oh no, Storm comes around, and that is going to be it for active gaming, as Vex was lost to active gaming, but well, we still have the full squad from 4KT up alive right now. So 4KT in that compound looking towards that position. Active still has a player up alive. But check it out, Storm is picking that angle and trying to get the shot in onto Meatballs. Meatballs is quite out in the open. He runs straight. That man, he's got speed, I must say. He's got speed. Ooh, Kratos and Blank. These guys are still going and it's really good. And ooh, why is Oddworld all stuck in the zone? Zone is dealing a lot of damage to them. Kratos still takes yet another man down from Blank. Blank is getting it up really hard right now by Rogue Gods, as active gaming is currently stuck. Ooh, outsiders. It's happening on every single axis. Outsiders, Blank, Rogue Gods, active gaming. Everyone is just looking to take shots at each other. We have 8 teams alive. We've lost yet another team. And boy, oh boy. The play zone still dealing a lot of damage right there onto Oddworld. I don't know, about 3 of their players already down by, about 2 of their players already down by play zone. Outsiders also contributing to their mystery right there. And check it out, Outsiders just on the little ledge right here, trying to see if they could get some shots in onto LXG. LXG all cooped up inside that building, and whew, Outsiders might need to crash this one or find another position to hold up, because Storm on that other axis is also hitting up onto active gaming. Oh, Storm is stuck with them, didn't allow them go. But check it out, Shell Shock does seem to have come right behind the guys from Outsiders and is taking shots right at them. But check it out, Storm finds another Rogue God player trying to push up onto their position and takes the shot as straight up, goes straight in, pushes up onto Storm, but no, he goes down as Storm finishes him off right off the bat, turning him into a white smoke right there. The man vomited white real quick. That happens a lot when you've got that glacier in hand. But what are we gonna say, man? It happens. Anyways, 4KT just pushing up slowly but surely into that particular zone, not overextending that hill, but you can see the smokes, the nades coming out right now from Rogue Gods. Just trying to get that revive in real quick. 8 teams up alive. Pronto getting naded right now by Kratos. That was a searching nade right there from Kratos. How did he pull that off? Nice. He was on the angle, he had the flanking angle, and he's still pushing up ahead. Right now, he's got to be careful on that one. There could be someone right behind that is looking to get the shot onto his position. Where is Storm? Storm could get an angle on him. Ooh, Kratos trying to push up ahead. He's got Emma pushing up, trying to support him right now, but they got to be careful. They are blindsided to their back right now. Yellow Cup creeping up right behind them. Ooh, they could be in a bit of a pinch right now if 4KT tries to push up onto their position, and then Yellow Cup supports right from behind. They will be sandwiched and fighting a battle on 2 fronts. Definitely was something really difficult to hold up to, but Yellow Cup comes right behind and takes that one player from Shell Shock right there with the DP28. Not going to waste any time on that one, but oof, Rogue Gods eating it up real battle. Oh, they are fighting Outsiders at the same time. Oh man. But LXG is also lending a couple of hands right there. I think Outsiders is out of this one in 6th place, I believe. I'm not sure about that one yet, as the nades just keep coming in, and woof. So we got Storm, we got 4KT, slime 4KT on this axis looking to push up onto Rogue Gods. Rogue Gods also looking to assault their position right now. You got Emma pushing up ahead. You got Reflex will be trying to give him that support right from behind, as Kratos is looking for that flank and go onto their position. LXG also eating up a couple of shots right off in the distance. How is this going to end up? It's a fair fight right now. It's a 3v3. Both of these guys not fully in the zone. Okay, I think Rogue Gods is fully in the zone. Just 4KT that will be forced into the zone. LXG just off in the distance with a total of 3 members as well, looking towards the position, looking to see if they could get a couple of shots in. Pronto on that off angle, trying to make sure LXG don't blindside them from the left. But they also have to be careful, because Outsiders Zero is still up alive, as oof. Yellow Cup is trying to rotate him right behind the guys from LXG. This is going to be a tough one real quick. Yep, I told you. Yellow Cup getting sussed out right now by Panzer. Getting dropped. Rush God is going to change directions and push straight in. Oh man, he's going straight into the hands of the guys from Rogue Gods. How is he going to survive this? He goes right behind his vehicle, but no. Panzer finds him and takes him straight down as Pronto tries to push up, but he's getting armored on real quick by the guys from Rogue God. Oh, 4 getting a bit of a pinch right now. They need to find a way to follow their position into the zone. You see the nades coming out, trying to connect onto Kratos, trying to get that knock, trying to free up the left flank right there, so they could get a proper position into the Rogue Gods position right there. LXG right off in the distance, just chilling, watching this play out. 3 teams alive right now. Green circle, we got the guys from Rogue Gods. Red, we got the guys from 4KT. LXG on the brown corner. Let's go. These guys are pushing in onto each other right now. 7 teams from Rogue Gods. Check it out, they are holding different levels of this hill, trying to see if they could find the enemies. Just popping it, popping in, popping out. Let's go. Kratos, Emma, Reflex OP. Nades ringing out. You got smokes coming out as well from the guys from LXG trying to push up their way inside right now. It's a 3-way battle. Let's go. These guys are coming in hot, hot, hot. The first thing to get a knock is going to open up a really, really nice and it's going to open up something for the next team to actually push up in onto them. Do not get a knock. A free knock onto any of these teams is going to be something bad. What is going on over here? Let's go. These teams are currently pushing up onto each other right now. Rogue Gods. Let's go. Come on, we still got 3 teams up alive right now. Rogue Gods currently pushing up onto Storm. Oh, I think what is going on over here? Let's see what's going on right now. Rogue Gods. The zone is just closing in right now. These 3 teams are not letting go. 9 players alive. That's 3 on each of these teams right now. No one currently getting damaged. A bit of worse for wear right there on their LXG axis. But no, the first man to go down in this particular axis is going to be Panzer. As Reflex OP finds him right there, dropping him a couple of nails to put them out of their mystery. Oh, next nade coming in from Proto, and that is going to be hit. LXG out in 2nd place. Rogue taking their spot, spreading out a little bit, but Storm pushes forward. Oh, Emma finds him, drops him right there. It's going to be Pronto and Ilios right there trying to give him that cover. Check it out, Emma OP just looking for that angle. Nate's coming out right there from Proto as he smokes. He has defensive smokes right out there, not Nate. Trying to cover the side of the guys from Rogue God, but no, Rogue God is cutting an angle. Fine Storms finishes him off right now, looking for Ilios. It's going to be a 2v3, I believe. Yeah, 2v3 going on right now. Proto gets shot at right there. It's going to be Ilios left up alive, and beautiful and amazing play right there from the guys from Rogue Gods, clutching the victory on this one. That was beautiful. I must say, they stood their ground. They came in from different angles, and they were actually able to get the victory in on that. That was hectic, bro. That was super hectic, I must say, because you could see Rogue Gods. This is just the perfect way to finish the match, I must say. This is the perfect way to call it a day for today. As Rogue Gods, you had Rogue Gods, you had LXG, and you had the 4KT guys. Their positioning was so the positioning of Rogue Gods was so advantageous because they were right behind. They were right behind the hill, and they were trying to push up their way slowly but surely, at the same time trying to counteract their enemies. LXG was not so lucky because they had the playing ground and not too many covers. But at the end of the day, Rogue Gods was actually able to clutch the victory on this one with a total of boy, that is a lot of kills. Where's my calculator? That's going to be 12 kills, I believe. 4KT in second with 7 kills. As LXG clutches that 3rd place with a total of 7 kills. Outsiders in 4th place with a total of 4. Yolo Cup with 1 in 5th. Shell Shock with 1 in 6th. Active Gaming with 1 in 7th. 8th, that's Odd World with 0 kills. Blank 0 in 9th. Immortals 0 in 10th. Boy, oh boy, that was an hectic gameplay right there from these guys. And I believe that's going to be it for this week. Till next week when we'll meet again, I remain Viper. Do have a nice day, guys.